If you are watching on YouTube, then you're starting right now. You just missed a preliminary matchup. Booker T came out, defeated Chad Gable, a hand-picked selection, whereas, last week, my guy, you can see him here, I picked him. He's on my team. Where's he at? There he is. Boom. He's on my team. He's earning me some points in this fantasy season. And, we were interrupted by Rowdy Piper. That was a random selection. Booker T hand-picked Chad Gable because he was specifically an easy beat. He knew that Drew was going to be in this tournament. You can see the selections below me. These are the 8 men who will be in tonight's TMode tournament on YouTube tonight. Only the tournament is being shown unless a main event match happens within the tournament and we book it for the end of the show. We will just be doing the tournament. Now, Booker T dominated Chad Gable. Booker T has a matchup against Drew McIntyre at the pay-per-view. So let's bring that up. If you are also on YouTube, then you missed a promo by Booker T. We're trying to ease on into it. We're trying to ease back on in to those promos. So come on over to the Twitch and you can see the behind the scenes and some of the pre-show and things like that. All right, here we go. Wait, Booker T has a match? He does have a match. Sucker! Yes, man, Booker T destroyed. I did not expect him to beat him that quick. Yeah, but there's our Extreme Rules pay-per-view card. So far, the main event, the biggest match we have is Drew McIntyre, my guy, taking on Booker T, who I think actually is Clay Alea's guy. Clay Alea is in the chat tonight. Yes, Clay Alea can get on the board in the fantasy game with a win at the pay-per-view, as well as taking the My Time TMode Championship off of my hands. That would be 2 fantasy points, and it would balloon him right up here, right up next to the Beamer. We also have Becky Lynch, Sarah Logan, Team Man Meat, taking on Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors, in our tag team knockout match for the women's tag team TMode tournament. For the women's tag team TMode titles. Women's tag team TMode titles. Sarah Logan and Becky Lynch dominant since winning those titles at WrestleMania. Papa Shango will also be taking on Hollywood Hogan for the Lord of Darkness Championship. Last week on Monday Night Raw, Papa Shango did what he could do, got himself a match against Hollywood Hogan, and he's going to see if he can take over the Undead Army. Now, if he does that, he has all of these undead superstars, Demon Balor, Swamp Father, Frankenstrowman, under his control. Even if Panda B. Mikey owns Frankenstrowman, let's say Evil Dragon comes on back and says, I want Papa Shango. Papa Shango goes on to the Extreme Rules Horror Show pay-per-view, takes the Lord of Darkness Championship. He now has control over Frankenstrowman. That's a special title, all right? Those special titles that we defend here on every single show, the $1 Million title, the Lord of Darkness title, the Women's Tag, they have special things attributed to them, okay? Lord of Darkness title gives you command over the entire Undead DLC superstar roster. Right now, Hogan is in control. He'll be defending at the pay-per-view. Tonight, however, we are focused here on the Spinner Belt TMode Championship. Demon Balor will be defending in the TMode tournament. And we will see if anyone wants to select some of these nice free agents who are picking up some points. If these superstars are selected by you, anyone can play. YouTube, I haven't had any comments yet. I'll put your name right here, and I'll put a little YouTube thing over here to make sure that you're a YouTube person. You get 1 pick. Twitch followers, you get 3 picks, but 1 per night. And subscribers, you get the best deal of them all. You get 7 picks. Look at the data. Look at how the data's going out. These are all the people who are not subbed, and these are the people who are subbed. And look at this. They are sitting 1 and 2 respectively. I'm not a sub. I'm an owner, so I'm giving myself only 5, right? This is a fun game. YouTube, I hope I've explained it good enough. New people on Twitch, if you're here, I hope I explained it good enough. I want to get straight to the tournament and react to some of the comments in the chat. So let's do that. That is Blue's Clues. So please don't copyright me. Bret the Hitman Hart taking on Matt Hardy. Oops, no, I don't want to be that guy. All right, we're good. Let us begin the TMode tournament. Bret the Hitman Hart taking on Matt Hardy. Okay, I don't think Bret Hart or Matt Hardy have been chosen for a TMode tournament. This will likely be a debut for both of these superstars. And we are live from Bowling Green, Kentucky. As far as my knowledge, I don't think any of these superstars live close here. Maybe Lesnar? Maybe? I don't know. I don't think anyone lives in Bowling Green. Here comes Hart. Looks good. Thank you, Leon. Appreciate it. My guy Lesnar. YouTube people, Twitch people who are new, I understand that this is a lot of information to take in. You're going, wait, the My Time Championship. Wait, what? The TMode. What is TMode? This is our Universe mode for the year, because Universe mode is awful in 2K20. It's broken. It doesn't work. It's awful. It's just really, really bad. So I designed a completely new Universe mode, and I had to have a sheet keep all of my records, because Play Now mode just doesn't do that. Thank you for the follow. Killer Cross. Yo! Nice. Welcome. Thanks for the follow. So I developed my own Universe mode based off of the TMode, the tournament mode function in Play Now. And you wouldn't believe it, but Play Now actually, I think, more fun than Universe mode has been in the past 2 years. Just my opinion. It is Matt Hardy. I believe he is also making his debut here in the TMode universe. And I don't think I've ever seen Bret Hart versus Matt Hardy. We might be getting a first ever. Now, if you're watching and you're going, well, where's the WrestleMania rematch? What's going on here? You'll see at the very bottom of our bracket, right below me, down there. Drew McIntyre, who is selected in the chat by me, is taking on Brock Lesnar in the first round of this tournament. If he gets beat as the TMode champion, technically Lesnar has an opportunity at a later date and time for a shot at that championship. So it is a WrestleMania rematch. There is a WWE title on the line. Lesnar versus Drew, and that'll finish out our first round matches in this TMode tournament. Big DDT here. Yikes. Bret Hart going 0 to 100 right away. Oh my lord. The pile driver taking down Matt Hardy. Going for a quick pin. Is this enough? 1, 2, 3. Yo! Matt Hardy with the kick out. Lucky him. Wow. I expected that one to be over, but he does kick out. Oh, he's dropping him. Uh-oh, this is I think, the most dominant submission move in the 2K games in the past 3 or 4 years. The sharpshooter, and it's put in by the deadliest man who's ever used that move. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Bret the Hitman Hart, and flawless victory. This is 2 squash matches in a row tonight. Bret Hart defeating Matt Hardy in the first round of the TMode tournament. Demon Balor, the defending champion, has got to be a little bit worried about seeing the Hitman so easily disperse of a legend like Matt Hardy. And just like that, it's over. Bret Hart getting the win. And if he does end up winning this TMode tournament, we're going to give him a maple leaf as his victory. We don't want no stars if you're Canadian. We'll give him a maple leaf. We'll figure out how to do that. Oh, man. What a great first round match, man. Just demolishing Matt Hardy. All right, here we go. Triple H, EC3. Now, we have talked about this. I'll get to your chats here in a second as I update this tournament. We have talked about this. Where? What? Go this way. Where am I? What? Hello? Okay. No? There we go. Jesus. We have talked about this. We are trying to thin out the roster a little bit. We want to see a little more continuity with TMode and less random stuff in terms of like Ribby being selected or Bruce the Barber Beefcake. So we're switching some of these guys out. EC3, we're gonna give him a chance. He hasn't been selected for a TMode tournament. And even though he's on the lower end of superstars, we're going to give him a chance. Much like UFC, we're going to give him 3 matches, or 3 attempts. And if he's 0-3, then we can drop him off the roster. He is your European TMode champion, Triple H. It's a pretty title. I like that one too. Killer Cross, follow for follow, please. I'd really appreciate it. Here's what happens, friend. When I do follow for follow, I mean, you've got to have like a show that's gonna be able to dominate all the shows I watch and all the content I watch. I have like 3 or 4 people that I follow on Twitch. I don't even have time to watch their shows. A few of them are wrestling creators, and everyone, when I do get the time, which is hardly ever, it's just really hard. So I'll give you the same pitch that I gave to the guy who was here a couple of nights ago, because I don't think I streamed last night. A couple nights ago. Sure, but you need to remind me in the DMs, the Twitch DMs. Just DM me in the Twitch, and here's what how you can do that. Just go to the DMs, say, hey, here's my channel, check out one of my previous videos, and if it's good, if it's there, right, if there's a show there to be seen, I will indeed follow you, okay? That's the best way to do it, okay? I can't, and even if I follow you, I cannot guarantee, all right? I cannot guarantee that I will be able to watch your content all the time, right? It's just not how Twitch goes. Twitch goes, hey, I'm doing my show. You either show up or you don't. That's why I put my stuff on YouTube as well, for the people who want to see it a couple days later and not live. They can get access to that content. So 100%, just you have to Twitch DM me, mostly because I'm very, very forgetful, and I'm not going to remember that I said I was going to do this. So go ahead and do that, and I will. I'll check your channel out. We'll see where it goes. Now, this brings up a great, interesting thing for how I want to do channel points. A lot of you have been here for a while, and you got a lot of channel points to use. Does he do that? Yeah. All right. He hasn't been on TV in a while. We're going to give him a shot, though. He is EC3. We'll see how he fares against the game. Here's what I want for channel points. I want specific Twitch-related stuff, right? So, for instance, Killer Cross, if you're here in the chat, and your buddies are here in the chat, you guys all have some channel points. If you all cash in your channel points or whatever, and you say, oh, hey, will you host me or something? I have those things, right? I would easily have that as something. I just don't have that structure set up yet. So stick around. That might be a function that I add. Hey, will you follow my channel? Sure, if you give me the channel points, boom, I'll follow. Will it be guaranteed that I watch your stuff? Probably not. I got so much shit to do. Especially coming out of summertime. You know, I work in education. I teach kids after school. So we're ramping up. I got like 3 emails today about all of these precautions that we're going to be taking and opening up at our school. So just my time is just going to be super strapped. But I will give a concerted effort. So that's my plan for channel points. Thank you for the follow. Let's play games on my PS4. I'm kind of mad. I'm kind of mad, man. Jake the Snake. Oh, Jake the Cobra Roberts. My brain auto fixed it. I'm kind of mad. You have a really good name. Let's play games on my PS4. That's a decent channel name. Roll with it, man. Good luck. If you're streaming. I don't know if you're streaming, but I assume you are based off the name. Snap suplex from EC3 right out of the gate here in this first round matchup in the TMode tournament. Now again, in TMode, Triple H as the European TMode champion, if he gets beat here in the first round by EC3, guarantees EC3 a European Championship title opportunity. So we'll see if he can do it. We're giving the kid an opportunity, right? He's had plenty of opportunities in WWE in the past. He's been around for about a decade or so. He's never really gotten there, right? Let's see if he can get there over who I would assume is the standard bearer of WWE, Triple H. Undertaker's retired. Shawn Michaels is retired, right? These guys are out of the game. Stone Cold, The Rock. The only big 5-star general we have left from like the golden era of wrestling is Triple H. And if he can get a win over Triple H, man, that would be... I mean, that'd be great for his confidence. It'd be great for his ego. We've seen how it's, you know, excelled superstars like Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. It's done a lot for their careers. Could EC3 be next on that list? Wow, what a left hand. Oh my god. A jab. Triple H has been working on that boxing game, clearly. Just dragging him. Some of those tactics he learned from Ric Flair, one of the best ever. Dragging a man's face across the ropes. If you ever felt bull rope, imagine that. But instead of it being like harsh and kind of sharp, almost like you're holding on to like wire. Right? Like I don't know if you've ever held a rope that's really frayed and gross and it's actually made of rope, like a real rope. Not any of this soft stuff like jump rope, none of that, no. These ropes are that, but they're encased in an almost plastic metallic lining that is both durable but also malleable, where you can move it and bend it and it stretches. Just dragging your face on that, I mean, oof. Going for the pin here. One. Ooh, not even a 1 count. Triple H kicks out. Imagine going to your, going to a school playground, and you know that tar? Drag your face across that tar. That's about what that feels like. Off the ropes, Triple H hits him with the knee. Vintage Triple H brings him out of that corner. These leg kicks by EC3 is going to have to get something going here as he hits a bulldog. Oh my god, and Triple H hung up on those ropes. Triple H out of it, seemingly pissed off. Hits a spine buster, going for the pin and the win. 1, 2, kick out EC3. You should get a 24/7 champion. So, I don't have any of those new titles, and I don't know if I see a good version of those titles. I mean, we can bring them in. But we have a lot of titles in here already. Maybe, not yet. We're definitely not going to do it soon. In Season 1 of Fantasy, Season 1 ends in SummerSlam. Maybe we'll bring in some new titles and maybe some new superstars as well for TMode once we start clearing some of these guys out. Pedigree incoming. Takes down EC3. I just don't see any way EC3 wins this match. I mean, unless Triple H doesn't pin him. He's going to roll out. He has just been obliterated here, Triple H. I mean, you've got a completely 100% uninjured Bret Hart in the second round. Triple H, you're going to have to be super, super careful about how you navigate the rest of this match. You don't want EC3 to tick away at your health and have Bret Hart just dominate you. I don't think that's a good decision. There's metal under the ring and real wood. Yes, there's metal framing. There's wood that makes the base. One of my biggest dreams in life is always to have and own a wrestling ring room. A room like a gym with a wrestling ring in it. Kind of like what Edge has had. I don't know if you saw that. Wait. We're up to 8. EC3 could pick up an upset here by winning by countout. He's going to throw Triple H in. Get in, EC3. Is he going to win by countout here? 9. Oh my god, he's going to beat Triple H by count out. Wow. Oh no, Triple H, the cerebral assassin, gets beat via count out by EC3. EC3, the smarter man in this game. Whoa. I think we are seeing EC3 get a title match at Extreme Rules in some form or fashion. He does get his European Championship opportunity, but he also has Bret Hart in the second round. He's going to have to focus a little more on Bret Hart. He's got an opportunity at the European TMode Championship at Extreme Rules, guaranteed. Oh man, I cannot believe Triple H just made that mistake. Are we seeing the cerebral assassin become less cerebral than he's ever been? Wow. Christian taking on Kyle O'Reilly here as we begin this bottom half of the bracket. Ooh, no. That's not good. That's not good. That's TMode, folks. That's how that goes. TMode is what TMode is. Bring out one more match. Captain Charisma, Christian. U.S. Championship, what looked like? So I'm assuming you're asking me what it looks like. We can look at it after the show. The new United States Championship, I think looks pretty good. I think it looks okay. Now, you can see clearly I spent $400 on it. I love that design, and that's why I have it hanging up behind me. The new one looks just as good, in my opinion. Give it some time, and I'll get used to it, and I'll probably like it just as much as that one. I love the new U.S. title. Christian, I believe, is owned in the roster, and you can always look at the roster by going on in here to roster. And this is for the YouTube people too. You hit roster in my chat, it'll give you this little link here, and you'll be able to see exactly who is owned in this roster already. I guarantee Christian's already owned. Oh, no, he's not. He's a free agent. He was not a free agent during the beta season, but he is a free agent now. So any YouTube people or new Twitch people, hey, how do you get into the game? How do I play fantasy? You see that you've got picks available, right? Hit the commands, it'll give you commands. You can look at all that stuff, but it's easy. All you do is go into the chat and say, hey, can I be Christian? And I go, is he free? Yeah, you got it. He's yours. I'll put your name in and you're in the game. You can select at any time. Nothing is stopping you. Kyle O'Reilly, looking to shock the system here tonight. We have seen in this game that whenever the Undisputed Era are selected for TMode tournaments, very often the other members of the Undisputed Era are backstage waiting just to be useful. Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, Bobby Fish, Adam Cole. These guys are a brotherhood, and almost every single time we have seen them in a TMode tournament, we have seen another member come out and attempt to screw over their opponent in the TMode tournament. We haven't really seen them be very successful in TMode. Maybe that changes. Kyle O'Reilly does bring a more submission game element to his approach to matches, and we have said in the past that submission finishers in this game in the past 2 years have been pretty OP, specifically the sharpshooter. Christian versus Kyle O'Reilly, an interesting matchup here, a probably technical, beautiful matchup that we are about to see. And you would not see this, I don't think, in any other show, unless somebody just wanted to request it. But I highly doubt you would see any type of match like this. Two technical geniuses going after each other in the first round of a TMode tournament for the WWE Spinner Belt TMode Championship. I think this is the only place. You got your created wrestling superstar leagues out there, and they're great, right? Specifically, Jackson Jordan hosts a fantastic show, I think every Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and then pay-per-views on Sundays. He does great. Maybe it's Saturdays. He does awesome over there on his channel. But we don't do created wrestlers here. We do what the game gives us, and we like collecting data, we like looking at that data, and we like fantasy sports. So we like those types of games. Basketball's coming back. You can expect that to be a pretty big part of my channel in the month of August. This month we are focusing on poker. You know, follow me at Twitter. I'm following the World Series of Poker pretty heavily. Tonight's event here, Monday night, Pot Limit Omaha. Pretty solid. Want to learn some poker? Just let me know. Maybe I'll do a poker video. Kyle O'Reilly, nice takedown here. Side control, gets the mount, and he's now just slapping Christian. He just is dominant. Oh, he's got an armbar. He switches over to an armbar really, really fast. That's that MMA quality that you get with Kyle O'Reilly that you just don't really get with very many other superstars here in the WWE. Even some of the more famous ones who have transferred over, Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey, Brock Lesnar, they've kind of forgotten those MMA elements, and they're just more savages. Kyle O'Reilly, very, very technical. Abdominal stretch here, and Kyle O'Reilly needs to get out. Come on, Kyle, says Leon. Triple H versus EC3 tables match at the pay-per-view. I like that. I like a tables match. I'm cool with a tables match. Anybody think of anything better? I would love to book a tables match for Extreme Rules Horror Show. I love I mean, if you've been here for a little bit, you'll know. I love tables matches. Now, in this game, I'm a bit disappointed because they only let you put items in certain areas. It's really stupid. It's so constricting. I think it was like, what, WWE 15, where the TLC match, you had like 18 tables and 3 chairs and 2 ladders. You can put them anywhere. It was brilliant. It was wonderful. Christian going to the top rope. Big splash takes down Kyle O'Reilly. Frog splash isn't enough to beat him. 1, 2, kick out. And Riley is in dire straits here. Christian, a finisher in hand. A lot of people call this the kill switch. I don't like to call it the kill switch. I like calling it what it was originally called. The Unprettier takes down O'Reilly. 1, 2, 3. Christian wins in the first round. Look at that. Christian getting a big win here. What is this? Is this just his winning animation? Alright. A little animated, but okay. Christian winning here tonight in the first round. He will be going on to the second round to face the winner of this WrestleMania rematch. That's why this is titled the way it is. Drew McIntyre taking on Lesnar coming up next. Congratulations to Captain Charisma. Wonderful. That was a pretty good win. I mean, this is a quick T-mode. Now, we are moving very fast tonight through this T-mode. Here we go. Lesnar taking on my guy in the chat, Drew McIntyre. I drafted him, of course, at WrestleMania night. I drafted Drew McIntyre. And that's because he won the WrestleMania Rumble. And he won that Rumble for a T-mode title. It was the My Time T-mode Championship. Christian, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. And welcome to the show. Just because I'm curious, I want to see, is Brock Lesnar owned in this chat right now? He is not. Brock Lesnar is a free agent, and if he gets a win over Drew, then Drew's going to have some issues. All right, let's see here. Brock is making his T-Mode tournament debut here. He has not been selected in Season 1 for a T-Mode tournament. This is the first time we're seeing him. We'll see how he does against a T-Mode champion. My guy. My time. T-Mode champion. Drew McIntyre. I was a bit bummed. Raw didn't record on my DVR tonight, so, you know, didn't get to see Heath Slater, didn't get to see the 3MB reunion. I had to watch clips of it. I'll catch up on it some other way. I'll find a highlight video on YouTube or something. I hear Randy Orton went crazy. I missed out on some new U.S. title stuff. I saw a few pictures and a couple videos on Twitter, but it seemed like a bad night to miss Monday Night Raw. Bit disappointing. Bring him out. Bring him out. Bring out one of my guys. One of my champions. You want to go look at a stellar team. You go look at my guys, alright? Eddie Guerrero, Shawn Michaels, Drew McIntyre, Shayna Baszler, and our work in progress, Xavier Woods, all on Team Profit. the My Time TMode Champion. Now, why do we call it the My Time TMode Champion? Right? Our tournament tonight's for the Spinner Belt TMode Championship. Why do we say those things? Well, because all of these are listed in the tournament, in the TMode, as WWE title number. WWE title number. Right? It's too confusing. This is the My Time Championship because this title, to me, always looks best around Triple H. My Time Triple H. So it's the My Time TMode title. That's why we call it that. Drew McIntyre, a WWE TMode champion here. Representing Raw. A WrestleMania rematch. One of my guys in the fantasy game on Twitch and now on YouTube is taking on Brock Lesnar. He beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Will he do it again tonight in the final match of this first round in the TMode tournament for the Spinner Belt TMode Championship? Earlier tonight, Booker T defeating Chad Gable. He's got a date with Destiny and Booker T at Extreme Rules Horror Show. Winner take all for his My Time Championship and Booker T's World Heavyweight Championship. Last week, he had a win over Roddy Piper in the opening match of the stream. Brock Lesnar with a takedown right out the gate. Drew charges in, gets met with a knee. Big boot takes down Lesnar. Ew! Did you mention Shayna Baszler has left the chat? Oh, did you mention Shayna Baszler has left the chat? Hey, Shayna Baszler's awesome. Accent, 10 out of 10, thank you. My Scottish ain't great. My Irish also ain't great. But it's a work in progress, right? We did a Booker T promo earlier. I feel like my Drew is a little bit better than Booker T. You got to get the gutter, like I got to get the mouth right for Booker T, and I just don't have it right. My mouth is very small, right? I can do the forward, right? Like Irish forward, Irish accents. I could do those forward accents a little bit better than those deep, guttural Booker T. Like, you know, it's different. Again, hey, if you guys are still in school, I recommend going to a theater class, and you know, it's awesome. You get to work on all those accents. It's a fun time. That would be my recommendation. Or if there's an after-school theater or drama club, do it. If you have an opportunity to audition for a play, do it. So much fun. A little bit cringy, but so much fun. You won't regret it. Big clothesline takes down McIntyre. This match pretty even so far. Linger! Where's my gal Becky Lynch? Did we say Becky Lynch was going to have a match tonight? I forget. Did we say that? If so, I mean, that would make for a great main event. This tournament is going very, very fast tonight. Very, very quickly. So maybe we could do a Becky Lynch versus someone. I think we had also said that Trish is going to get an opportunity against Bayley this Friday during our WCW SmackDown TMode stream. No, you just kept mentioning your guy Drew. Oh, so I had to enter my gal. Yeah, there you go. Linger's gal, Becky Lynch. Trish Stratus, the new GOAT. That's what people are dubbing her, the GOAT in the chat. They think that she is the greatest of all time in TMode history, and as of right now, that is true. Will she be able to take the title of Fantasy Season MVP from Taker 02? Might be. Top rope, knee straight to the face. Uh-oh. Who's this? It's Rey Mysterio? Who owns Rey Mysterio? Rey Mysterio's getting in my business. What? Hey, you little pendejo. Come on now. Stop it. What? Why are you defending Lesnar? Oh my god. Ref, DQ this man. DQ. Takes... That's a disqualification. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Winner. And moving on to the second round. My guy. The My Time TMode champion. The sinister Scotsman. Drew McIntyre. Wonderful. However, we just made a main event, folks. Not only are we going to get a WrestleMania rematch, which is what just happened there, we're going to get, I think it might have been Royal Rumble rematch. We're going to have Rey Mysterio tonight taking on Brock Lesnar. One-on-one. Winner of that match will get a title opportunity at Extreme Rules Horror Show of their choice against any superstar. And if someone owns Lesnar or Rey Mysterio, by the end of that match, they will have a pretty big say in which title they want to go after. Rey Mysterio just screwed over Lesnar. It seems like Mysterio's not done with screwing over Lesnar because... but hey, you kick my guy in the face. I mean, I'm not too happy about that. Maybe we'll get our comeuppance on Rey at some point in the future. But tonight I think we have a good main event. Mysterio versus Lesnar. And I think we're going to make it Extreme Rules. We're going to make it Extreme Rules, just for funsies. We move back into the second round here. The flawless Bret Hart going up against EC3, who got a very cunning victory over the cerebral assassin Triple H earlier tonight. Who owns Rey? I have to know. I have to know. Who owns Rey? Evil Dragon. Son of a bitch. I don't think he's coming back to our channel. I mean, he was kind of a one-and-done guy. So at SummerSlam, I'm assuming he's going to be a free agent, but Rey Mysterio might be picking up a TMode title opportunity tonight. And as we bring it back, EC3 following Bret Hart behind him and seemingly mocking him, tossing him into the ring. EC3, by the skin of his teeth, folks, beating Triple H by count out. And we're going to see EC3 versus Triple H at Extreme Rules Horror Show in a tables match for the European TMode Championship. EC3's looking to add onto his hit list, if I may, Bret Hart. We'll see if he can get the job done. I mean, winning a WWE TMode title tonight and then going on to Extreme Rules Horror Show and winning the European TMode Championship, that would be a pretty good run for EC3, and it would probably, most likely, put him at the top, right there with Trish Stratus. Meteoric rise from EC3. If he can win tonight's TMode tournament, he would be in a great position to be one of the top superstars of this TMode. And he is doing his work. He's doing his damnedest to keep Bret Hart off of his game. And look at this. Targeting that neck. And look at him. He's just being... He's gloating a little bit. He's getting a little cocky. He's getting a little cocky. Pride cometh before the fall, so they say. We saw Triple H earlier tonight hit a pedigree. Pick EC3 up. Throw him up, out, and over. Up, over, and out. To the outside of the ring, and it did not end well for Triple H. So EC3, man, just watch yourself. It was an interesting move there, hanging him up on that top rope, taking him to the outside. Running Bulldog, down goes EC3. Back, welcome back. Could we maybe see? I missed that comment. No worries. Oh, man. Where did you go? Oh, my lord. Oof. Don't waste your time, Prophet. The U.S. title is trash, at least in my opinion. I thought it was okay. That looked good. Although Prophet, next week on Raw, Booker T versus Austin Woods. Oh, Xavier Woods? Nah. There has to be a reason for me to do that. Could we maybe see Becky versus Trish with no titles? No, there has to be like a reason, right? Maybe we go to like Survivor Series 1, 2. They're good. Maybe we go to Survivor Series, right? That would be a good reason to do that. My message might be scrolled up if you missed them. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep up on them. Oh, pause chat. Oh, no. Xavier Woods needs a push. Here's the thing about TMode. It has to happen organically, right? I would never in a million years have made Brock Lesnar versus Rey Mysterio unless earlier tonight Rey Mysterio interfered and cost Brock Lesnar a shot at the WWE TMode title. Okay? It's got to happen naturally. Or it has to happen via you have a Money in the Bank and you own Trish and you want to cash in, right? Or it has to happen, oh, this is Survivor Series, and then we start doing top champion versus top champion, right? That would make sense too. You know, maybe we do like if WWE happens to do a tournament of a champion pay-per-view, like Clash of Champions or something like that, where they do champions versus champions, and that's kind of the theme of the pay-per-view. Then yeah, I would 100% probably book Trish versus Becky. 1, 2, 3, EC3 hit with that pile driver, and he is done in this tournament. But he did take a significant chunk of health out of BRET the Hitman Hart, setting him up for these finals here. BRET's going to the finals. EC3 does have a shot at the European TMode Championship against Triple H, so even if you lose the TMode tournament, things can happen and you could find yourself earning some TMode title opportunities. I mean, last week Trish took this entire TMode universe by storm. People are calling her the greatest of all time in our TMode so far, and they might be right. Alright, let's update the sheet and get the next match going. Christian versus Drew McIntyre. EC3 falls. Boom, boom, boom. Like I said, I'll accept all ideas, but it's very unlikely that they'll be used. Just because this is how TMode works, right? If I start fantasy booking everything, then it's not TMode anymore, it's just universe mode, right? But I like those ideas to keep in mind for the future for things like Clash of Champions or a King of the Ring pay-per-view if they decide to do it. If they do a King of the Ring pay-per-view, we're going to have to switch it up and maybe get a little creative, and maybe we do a TMode tournament just hosting all TMode champions. That makes sense to me. I like that. Kind of one-up the WWE. You still have Money in the Bank with Andrade. Yes, yeah, you do. Andrade still has the Money in the Bank the Money in the Bank briefcase. He has not used it, and as long as you are here, if you would like to cash in, make sure you get a hold of me. And yeah, you can do it in this chat. You can announce it. You can say, hey, my client Andrade wants to cash in. I don't think I'd be able to pull that off in the middle of this tournament. But as soon as the tournament's over, if you would like to cash in, that could be a possibility. Just keep in mind that that would likely be a normal match, one-on-one, green health. I mean, you can cash in for whatever match stipulation we want. I'll allow that. But it would likely be green health. Just keep that in mind. Can I cash in for the pay-per-view match? So yeah, like if you wanted to say, hey, my client Andrade says he wants to cash in Money in the Bank at the pay-per-view for this title, yes, you could do that. Now, this is interesting because it's Money in the Bank. You get complete control. If I'm booking like Drew versus Booker T, winner take all, and you say I want to cash in and be added into that match, you absolutely could. You absolutely could. You can warn Drew, you can warn Booker T, and that could absolutely happen, right? Stuff like that. If you want to be sneaky about it, right, then you're going to want to DM me some sneaky stuff. If you want to keep it like a surprise for the stream or whatever, you're going to have to DM me some of that stuff. And then we'll probably try to set something up. He is your TMode MATAM champion, owned by me in the Twitch chat. Rey Mysterio hitting us with 619 earlier. It hurt. I'm not going to lie. It hurt. But I get it. He wanted to get back at Brock Lesnar for some of the stuff that went down last year in WWE. He didn't want to see Lesnar win a WWE championship. It is not something Ray wanted to do. He did what he had to do. He DQ'd Lesnar in that match, and I'm not going to complain. Drew McIntyre is your TMode champion here. And now he's going up against Christian. Again, another match that you'd likely only see here. Drew McIntyre, look, I've been talking to Drew. He's my client. I represent him in the chat. We saw what he did earlier with Booker T. We saw what he did. Booker T chose, handpicked Chad Gable for a shot at him one-on-one. Chad Gable didn't stand a chance. Chad Gable's been rusty. He hasn't even been selected for a T-Mode. It's silly. It's silly. Chad Gable hasn't won any T-Mode tournaments, any T-Mode titles. He has been a nothing in this universe. He's a great talent. But Booker T choosing him when last week Drew McIntyre beat Roddy Piper, a legend? Come on, man. It's child's play. And Booker T's going to find out at the Extreme Rules Horror Show pay-per-view just how much of child's play that really is when he goes up against the man at the time, Drew McIntyre. Nice elbow drop there. These guys are pretty equal in health. They have Bret Hart in the finals. They're going to have to be very conservative with how they hit this matchup. Bret Hart in the finals. Scary stuff. Now, in the second round, if you're a T-Mode champion, it's a little bit different, right? In the first round, if you beat a T-Mode champion, you get an automatic shot. In the second round, it depends. It depends on how good the match is. If there's a storyline added into it, it could happen. It might not happen, right? In the third round, we don't typically award because, you know, the health bar is already so low. It's kind of a crapshoot at that point. Top rope Christian. Elbow drop again. You've seen him hit that before tonight. Going for the pin one. No good. That's a kick out from my guy, McIntyre. Caballo Drew. Uh-oh. My client Andrade wants to cash in on WWE title against Baron Corbin, another one of my guys. No, he was my guy. I dropped him. I'm pretty sure he's a free agent. So again, if you guys want some easy points, a pay-per-view match win and a pay-per-view match win does act as a point. So Baron Corbin his stock has suddenly risen if he's not already selected. Don't do it, Linger. I shouldn't enter your match. Big frog splash from Christian here. He is dominating Drew McIntyre. This is not good. Going for the pin here. 1, 2. Kick out by Drew. I had faith. Yeah, don't complain. Come on, Drew. Come on, Drew. Oh, big boot misses. Big elbow. Clothesline. We have to avoid the unprettier. We have to avoid the unprettier, Drew. Stay focused, my man. Big shot here. Christian gonna teach this Bowling Green, Kentucky crowd how to count to 10. It's the South. It's a 50-50 shot as to if they can count to 10 or not. Sorry, there's a little bit of that heel JR. Sorry, that heel King commentary coming through. Ooh, Christian was looking for the unprettier. Drew rolls out smart. Oh, what a beautiful headbutt. Creating the distance necessary to grab him by the mane. Hang him up on those ropes. Christian with the reversal. Knife edge chop, no good. Irish whip, up, over, out goes Christian. Caballo, is that Spanish for... Is it road or horse? Might be horse. Or is it caballo? And it's like not Spanish at all. I know the word, there's a word caballo. C-E-B-I-L-L-O. We are trying to learn Spanish on this channel too. It's kind of one of the things we do to end the night. I'll be doing it tonight as well. Got to stay up on it, right? We just passed our first checkpoint. So we're learning a little bit more Spanish. I'd say we're probably about 10% fluent. I'd say about 10%. Listening. Maybe about 20% reading. Well, Christian again has a signature in hand. He's performing pretty well, Christian. Oh, what a kick. Christian was thinking, well, I got him figured out. Drew one step ahead, a kick straight to the gut. One. Wow, kick out at one. And this crowd is on their feet. You know, Christian actually had to win his first round matchup. Drew McIntyre did get hit with a 6-1-90. He had a little bit of a match with Lesnar, but he came into this match relatively fresh. Didn't really have to earn his first round win. And I mean, that gives a little bit more credence to Christian. If Christian can pull off a victory here, a little more credence, validation to Christian for maybe an opportunity at a title. Up and over and out goes my guy, Drew McIntyre. You're going to lose. Don't make me consider. 2 titles is tempting. Yeah. Money in the Bank. It's one of those rare times when you can kind of do anything. So I have a question, Prophet. When do you make that official? What would happen if Andrade would try to randomly cash in? Just wondering, or can you turn AI cash in off? I could turn it off if you would prefer. Because actually right now, I believe Velveteen Dream is the active. I can only have 1 Money in the Bank for male and female active at a time. So I've kind of been letting Velveteen take control. If Andrade was going to get, like, booked for a TMode, then I was going to switch that around. Oh, son of a bitch. What the hell does he want? What the hell does he want? He needs to hustle, loyalty, and respect his ass out of my ring. This is ridiculous. Rey Mysterio, and now we have John Cena, these washed-up old scrubs. Look, Christian here is having beef with me now. This is insane. Booker T. We can't escape them. This is insanity. Oh, man. Turns him around. Unprettier. Takes down Drew. Oh, come on. Come on now. 1, 2, 3. Fucking. Christian gets a huge win tonight over Drew McIntyre. McIntyre is very, very busy. You know what? You know, we haven't seen that coward John Cena in quite some time here on TMode. I think he's only been around once, and he got beat real quick. Christian gets a sneaky win. Fair on him. I mean, we got a sneaky win. It's kind of karma, right? It's karma. But when I got Rey Mysterio on my back, Brock Lesnar, Booker T, now John Cena, this was fucking ridiculous. Give him the win. Give him the win. I'll get Demon Balor's championship at some other time. Next week, Drew McIntyre, he's going to send a message. He's going to send a message. I'm going to let Brock Lesnar deal with Rey tonight. Next week, John Cena. Let's have a match, man. Let's have a match. I mean, my client Drew, my client Drew doesn't want to stay rusty, right? He doesn't want to handpick little soft opponents. And it's no fault of Chad Gable. He just hasn't been selected. Regardless, John Cena one-on-one next week, non-title matchup against Drew McIntyre. Main event of Monday Night Raw next week. That's what's going to go down. Why? Because not only am I the owner of this show, Drew McIntyre is the top champion, and everybody keeps fucking with him, thinking that they can get away with it. No. We'll put down John Cena real quick, and then let's see, what's next week? What's next week? Today's the 5th, yes? This is the 7th. It's the 7th? Bullshit. It's the 6th. 6th, 13, yes. Okay, so next week is the go-home show to Extreme Rules Horror Show. John Cena versus Drew. WWE Championship will not be on the line, right? However, I am going to put Cena down so that none of this bullshit happens at the pay-per-view. This whole tournament has been a wash. Ridiculous. Nonsense. Good luck, Christian, in the finals. Fucking ridiculous. Rey Mysterio, Booker T. It's insanity, man. Come on now. I get screwed out of a fantasy point because of the fucking savior to the children, John Cena. God damn it. I'm flustered. Bret Hart versus Christian. Finals here. We're gonna try to contain ourselves. We're gonna try to bring ourselves back. Drew was absolutely screwed in so many ways tonight. It's just not fair. It's not fair. I mean, take all the luck out of it. Take all the luck out of it. Drew McIntyre wins every time. Simple as that. Simple as that. Bret the Hitman Hart. This is for a fantasy point. Let's see if he can get the job done. Oh no, here comes Christian. Right from behind. This is the second time tonight that he has been attacked from behind. Dominant win over EC3 in the second round. Bret the Hitman Hart decimating his first round opponent. Absolutely crushing him. Flawless victory. Didn't even lose any health. People are cheering for Christian, but there's a health discrepancy here. God damn it, man. God, that makes me mad. Yes, please turn AI Cash in off after T-Mode. You got it. Well, I mean, if Velveteen Dream is the focused guy, then I'll just keep his active, and you're cashing in your money in the bank at Horror Show, Extreme Rules Horror Show, versus Baron Corbin. So, okay. He is, of course, the WWE Champion. One of the top titles here on Raw. Next week might be a big Raw. It might be a pretty big Raw in terms of booking. We might have to have Baron Corbin make an appearance of some sort. You know, bring him in like Hamilton, right? Where they bring in the king just to talk shit. Again, if you haven't seen Hamilton on Disney Plus, go watch it. It's great. It's amazing. Christian gonna hit a very crucial comeback here. This is the final matchup in this tournament. The winner of this match is gonna get a fantasy point. All right, now if you own this person in the chat, that gives you a fantasy point too, and you're in the game. Then they move on to face Demon Balor for the WWE Spinner Belt T-Mode Championship. It's a big deal. Christian gonna pay homage to number 2 in those roster points. Edge going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. He beats Bret the Hitman Hart. Captain Charisma has luckboxed his way into the... He's got a point. He has a fantasy point here in T-Mode, and he is going up against Demon Balor, one of the Undead Army. No, actually, no. Demon Balor is not the Undead Army. My bad. I've been calling that all night. Demon King Balor is the Undead Army. Demon Balor is just makeup Balor. Wow, okay. Christian getting a huge win in the finals here, and we're gonna give Christian his due. He's gonna get his star tonight. I mean, Triple H, Bret the Hitman Hart, Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre. Jesus, he is somehow gotten past all of them in what I think might be my best star of all time so far. And he's good to go. Christian wins, man. Christian wins. All right, let me catch up on chat here a little bit. RGO, how's it going? I don't think Christian deserves a shot after that. Yeah, I mean, definitely not at Drew McIntyre's house. Drew McIntyre is very, very busy, right? And if for some reason he had beaten Drew, I would have given him an opportunity to beat Drew again, right? There's just so much that went on in that match. But I don't think Christian much cares. Christian is getting a WWE T-Mode Championship match right now. So, I think he's good. I think he's good. Here we go. Christian. Finn Balor. WWE Spinner Belt Championship. That went all the way to 2013, that title. That's wild.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the WWE
TMode. Yesterday I was listening to some of the Escape from New York soundtrack when working out. That's an amazing movie. I haven't seen it. Christian, Christian can get my time championship. A shot? I mean, I've got so many enemies. John Cena screwed me. I got 619 by Rey Mysterio. Lesnar didn't really even get a fair match. We're gonna go to Extreme Rules. We'll see what happens with Booker T, and we'll let that dust settle. And he's got a lot of enemies right now, Drew does. So we'll see. I mean, I destroyed Rowdy Roddy Piper last week. So, I mean, a lot of enemies for Drew McIntyre. A lot of contenders that could take that spot and rise up. I'm not going to say a guaranteed yes, but, I mean, he does have technically a win over Drew McIntyre in the second round of a TMode tournament. And he did look, before that John Cena interference, he did look pretty good in almost defeating Drew. So, I mean, it didn't really get him up to that level yet, but it did get him in the conversation. And that's all Christian has ever wanted. One more match to prove himself. He's gotten his one more match, and he's gotten all the way to the finals in this tournament, beaten Bret Hart. He's got a WWE TMode Championship shot right now. And he can get 2 fantasy points and be right up there with Edge. But he's got to get past Demon Balor. Let's see if he can do that. He needed help to win in round 2. I mean, maybe. I was real nervous. He had a finisher. He could have popped it at any second. But he's in the conversation. He doesn't get a guaranteed shot. Round 2 always leaves it up to kind of discretion. And because Drew McIntyre has so many enemies. Now imagine if they decide, WWE does, to do like a championship scramble pay-per-view. Or a gimmick that's a championship scramble for whatever pay-per-views after Extreme Rules. We're also going to be doing the NXT pay-per-views from now on as well. That would come into effect, and then it's perfect. It's like, oh cool, give me Cena, Lesnar, Rey, and Christian. And that's a 5-pack challenge right there. All of those bastards. I got beef with all of them. I'll take them all out. If it was Elimination Chamber, I would have done the same thing. Or a ladder match, right? But Booker T has already gotten dibs on this winner-take-all. The contract has been signed. The beef has already been set upon the table, so to speak. He is your WWE Spinner Belt TMode Champion, Demon Balor. Demon Balor, I believe, went up against, let's see, it was the Balors. I think they were in a WrestleMania match. And I think Demon Balor had a title opportunity against somebody else for this title. It was unowned at the time, I believe. And he ended up winning. I don't quite remember who it was. It was definitely in the beta season before WrestleMania, though. This is the first time we are seeing the Spinner Belt TMode Champion live in Season 1. But he is here. He is praising this standing room only capacity crowd. And the Demon takes on Captain Charisma in what I think is another really good matchup. I mean, all night tonight, I was like, hey, Christian versus Drew, Christian versus Kyle O'Reilly, Christian versus Balor. These are all great matches that I don't think we've seen ever in WWE history. I would love to see these matches. Only here on TMode. I love the Edge Christian feud in 2001 for the Intercontinental title. Their Unforgiven match, their ladder match, and their steel cage match. I haven't seen that. Haven't seen it. Again, the years that I haven't seen is late 2000. That's where I'm at now. Going into 2003, about halfway through 2003, maybe even at the end of 2003. That's the gap of wrestling that I haven't seen. I've seen clips, and I know about the feuds and rivalries, of course, but I haven't seen it, right? That was a pretty belt, too. I like that one. When it spin. When it used to spin.
The challenger from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 227 pounds,
Christian.
And introducing the champion from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, he is the Finn Balor.
He is the Finn Balor. That's true. He is the Finn Balor. Here we go. Don't forget, our main event tonight, Brock Lesnar versus Rey Mysterio. Now, as Drew McIntyre's client, I'm advising him, look, man, chill. Let Brock do his thing. Let Brock take out Rey. You just let them do their thing. He's going to destroy that little pipsqueak, a little chihuahua. Get rid of him. We don't need him. We're not going to worry about him. We'll deal with Cena next week, and then we'll deal with Booker T at the pay-per-view. No worries. And now we know that Andrade isn't going to be cashing in on our championship. Fantastic. We're good. No worries. Big shot to start out this matchup. It's the final match in the TMode structure. Main event, we will be seeing Rey Mysterio versus Brock Lesnar. Extreme Rules match. Pele kick 1-2 no. Christian is getting cheered here. He's a little bit of an underdog. He's been an underdog for a majority of the night, I would say. And the crowd has been behind him. Look at him. Slapping his chest, Captain Charisma. Might have been a mistake to taunt Demon Balor so quickly here. He's running out of time on that comeback, and I think it's going to be one and done. Snap suplex. So far, a flawless performance by Demon Balor. It's a brainbuster. By the way, how beautiful was Peyton Royce's brainbuster last week? So good, man. It's pretty. Shot to the gut. Drop kick to the side of the skull. Christian gonna roll out. That is veteran mentality there. Demon Balor. Flawless so far. Look at him. He's continuing. And another brainbuster. Damn, the Christian chants tonight are wild. Christian getting his first little bit of offense here, and it's just tossing Balor into the corner. Yikes. Now, if there is indeed a count out, we are going to be restarting the match. For title matches, much like in UFC, we're going to give them a few times to get it right. So it's not necessarily a go to the judges thing. But that could happen. That is one of our newer policies here. If they count out like 3 times in a row, we'll go to the judges. It's not up to Christian. It's better if Christian gets Balor in the ring, or at least resets the count. TMode tournaments are designed to favor the defending champions, so probably not best to go to the judges in this situation. The battle outside continues. Steel cage matches, underrated. Steel cage matches in the 70s and 80s were the Hell in a Cell of the 70s. Oh, okay. The steel cage match is underrated. Steel cage matches in the 70s and 80s were the Hell in a Cell of the 70s and 80s. Oh, were the Hell in a Cell of the 70s and 80s. Gotcha. Yeah. I remember when they brought back in NXT, they brought back War Games, and I went, I don't know. But how they ended up doing it is good. Is a good idea. I'm wondering if AEW is ever going to do their version of it. Or if the Stampede match, which I think is a better match anyway, it ended up being probably a better match anyway, is what they end up just sticking with. And then they kind of forget about it and move on. They'll probably forget about it and just move on. I think they were trying to go for some ratings boosting there. And COVID hit. Had to switch up their plan. They did the Stampede matchup, and that Stampede matchup is excellent. Go watch it on YouTube. Go find it. It's funny. Well put together. Smart. It outclassed the Money in the Bank cinematic match tenfold. It's fantastic. Demon Balor with a signature. And he is just hitting these brainbusters, eh? Going for the pin here. 1, 2. It's a kick out by Christian. Again, Christian is just holding on. It's the heart of a champion, man. Former ECW champion. Former World Heavyweight champion. No, didn't Christian win the World Heavyweight title? I'm pretty sure he did. For a little bit there. Had a great couple of rivalries with Mark Henry and Randy Orton. Fantastic. Giving us a nice, for the benefit of those with flash photography, a little bit of a 5-second pose there. And he has a finisher now. He's going to utilize these ropes, take him down. Finn Balor almost in the red. Leg lariat takes down Christian. Signature for Balor. It doesn't matter. Christian's going to go for the abdominal stretch again. And he's been doing this all night, and it's just working on the midsection of Balor. Balor is so unique and creative in the way that he can get out of some of these. Uh-oh. Big elbow. Christian now looking for the unprettier. Scoping. Demon Balor. Is he going to get it? Unprettier connecting, going for the pin. New champion win. 1, 2. He hits the resiliency. And he escapes. Really well timed by the WWE TMode champion, Demon Balor. Christian so close to another signature, man. He's had his naysayers in the chat tonight. Linger didn't think he deserved a shot at the TMode title. Thought he was given a lot of this TMode tournament. But we are seeing Christian really prove himself in a championship way here. Uh-oh. Big drop kick into the turnbuckle. You know, and you gotta wonder if the buckle bomb is indeed banned. Would that move be banned as well? Going for the pin. 1, 2. Is it enough? It is. Christian falls. The back of his head hitting too many of those brain busters. Slams against the middle turnbuckle there, knocking him clean out. Demon Balor defends the WWE TMode Championship. Fantastic. This is not our main event. Don't worry, YouTube people. You are going to get something a little bit special tonight. I thought you were just going to get the tournament, but because we had some crazy stuff booked, well, we're going to have to do some fun stuff. But first, let's book the next show. Now, the next show is going to be on NXT. So let me bring you guys in. NXT. Right here. Let me just go ahead and reset this to, let's go 75. Here's the titles that are up for grabs in NXT. Edge, of course, recently defeating Big E for the NXT title, and he is the top champion of the brand. Now, which title do you think we should be going for? Should we maybe fill out some of these titles that haven't been earned ever at all in the TMode universe? Or do we have like someone like Daniel Bryan defend, or someone like Goldberg defend? What do you guys think? ECW's version of War Games was Double Jeopardy. Was it... Oh, not ECW. I wasn't thinking ECW. I was thinking of the one that was like steel cage, top, steel cage, top, steel cage, top, and then they fought down. It was Hogan... I remember Hogan was in the match, and it was just... it was awful. It was it was an awful match. Or do we leave it up to fate? Do we just do a random number generator and go 1 through like 25 or whatever? And we let fate decide. What do you guys think we should do here? I'll give you some time. I'm going to start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Let me just boot up 21, and if by the time I got this in, then we're gonna go ahead and just do a random number generator. We'll let fate decide. Okay, it's starting on 4. 4 is the number that, for whatever reason, it started at. So, random title. I think so. I think it's long due for a random title. So I'm cool with that. All right, it's on 4. All right, no bullshit. I'm not cheating here. Generate. Title number 10 will be defended on Wednesday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Swamp Father will be defending his gold TMode championship. We're going to go back over here real quick. There it is. This is going to be on NXT, and because it's gold, let's do original takeover. Intercontinental is pretty normal. Let's go ahead and accept this, and let's take a look at who we got. We got Riker taking on Ricky Steamboat. Okay. Flair versus Slater, who was here earlier tonight. I want to give Slater an opportunity. Look at that. Look at that. Not only am I going to handle business next week on Monday Night Raw, but Drew McIntyre, once again, is going to be in it for the gold. Drew McIntyre, my guy, getting selected. Bobby Roode will be standing in his way, an ally of Dolph Ziggler. Apollo Crews will be taking on Kevin Owens, who I believe is a WWE T-Mode champion, and I think a free agent, maybe not. There we go. Flair 88, I believe, is a free agent. Steamboat, free agent. And there's a long shot in Slater, right? Lots of good things that we could have here in this tournament. Let's just quickly make sure that there's no silly, we're going to keep the different flares because I like the different flares, okay? I can handle some copies, but not the women. No, absolutely not. Drew. Dude. Apollo. Kevin Owens. The classic WWE champion, okay. Wow. If they beat their opponents and we get Drew McIntyre versus Owens, god damn it, that's just another thing on my to-do list. Oh. A guy who I watch his videos on YouTube reviewed Uncensored 96, the show with Doomsday Cage match, and he said it was one of the worst matches he'd ever seen. That match is terrible. Yeah, it wasn't great. I could hardly see for RGO's long message covering it up. Oh, really? You could hardly see the pics, the superstars, the people? No worries. Those messages disappear. And then of course, I announced them. Well, there it is. So we have some free agents, right? If you're sick of Drew McIntyre getting picked, pick up some of these free agents. Pick up Flair. Pick up Steamboat, right? Give your superstar a little push. The reason Drew McIntyre keeps signing up for these things is because I'm such a good advocate, and I keep putting him in positions to win and to prove that he is the best superstar on the Raw roster, and now he's going to prove he's the best superstar on the NXT roster, and he's going to take down whatever that spooky shit over there is. He's going to destroy, dominate, decimate. Scottish psychopath doesn't care about spooky Swamp Father. Doesn't matter. He wants the Gold Intercontinental Championship around his waist. We'll finalize those. And let's set up our main event, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do that. YouTube people, there were a lot of free agents there. If you want to use them, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. All right, let's go Extreme Rules here. Rey Mysterio. All right, this is a big match feel, so we're gonna give both these guys their resiliencies. We're gonna go back to Raw 13-14. This is an Extreme Rules main event matchup. Winner will receive a title shot of their choosing, and we're gonna say at any time. We're not gonna restrict it to Horror Show. At any time against any champion. Not like Money in the Bank, that it has to be announced, and we'll probably announce it soon, but We're gonna let it go. Let's see who wins first, and then we'll figure that out. Now, earlier tonight, of course, Drew got interfered, right? Oh, let me actually switch this over. Otherwise, it's gonna probably lag a little bit. I think we learned that. Rey Mysterio came out and 619'd my client, Drew McIntyre, and I think that was the big reason that he lost that matchup to Christian in the first place. Well, Christian did get his fantasy point. Welcome to the big leagues. Popping his TMode cherry in terms of scoring, at least. So I'm gonna be watching this matchup pretty happily. I don't have love for Brock Lesnar, and I don't have love for Rey Mysterio either for what he did to me earlier tonight. I want to see these guys tear each other apart, because next week I'm going to be doing the same thing to John Cena. Oh, it's going to be great. John Cena's going to hustle his ass out to the ring. John Cena's going to be loyal to these fans. And then John Cena's going to respect the F out of the Scottish psychopath, the My Time TMode champion, because we're going to whoop him. I mean, you notice the pattern. I got beef with Booker T. Who's cool with Booker T? Cena's cool with Booker T. Who else is cool with Booker? Who's cool with Booker? Cena's cool with Booker. Ray's cool with Booker. I see what's going on. I get it. It's fine. I understand. It's cool. I'm gonna let the Beast do what the Beast does. He wouldn't have beaten me in that first round anyway. He knows. So let him do his thing. Let him do his thing. It's his first night back on TMode. Let him do his thing. Let him take this little chihuahua. This is gonna be like watching a Jaws movie where the shark just sits there and tosses a chihuahua around in the water, and then it just doesn't even want to eat it. He nibbles it, breaks its neck, leaves it in the water. That's what this match is gonna look like. It's graphic, I know. I'm sorry. It's Extreme Rules Horror Show, July 19th. That's what I'm just being realistic. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the difference here. Ray doesn't stand a chance. I'm not bitter. It's fine. I already have all my picks in. Yeah. I just gotta hit the, I gotta hit those, I gotta pimp it out, right? Pimping ain't easy, as Godfather said. Another awful match from Uncensored 96 was Sting, Booker T, Road Warriors. It was way too long and went close to a half an hour. Okay. I don't mind overly long matches, as long as they're good, right? Now, like Street Profits, I can give you an example. Street Profits versus, who was it? Maybe it was Viking Raiders, like either the night after WrestleMania or the week after WrestleMania. And they did like a 30-minute match. There was like 3 commercial breaks. It was ridiculous. It was like, I don't care. I don't care. These guys have been feuding for fucking ever. I don't care. And then they feuded more, but in a little more of a funny capacity. Going for the pin. Whoa. Not a 1 count. Okay. Don't be shy. Lesnar, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Go get some toys. Dogs love toys. This little chihuahua. He loves toys. Go grab a chair. Let's play with the chair. I love it. Yeah, ground and pound. Send his ass back into retirement. Do it for Dominic, Ray. Come on, take the 3. Do it for Dominic. You don't want this. And he thinks Lesnar's gonna be brutal to him. Not even close. Lesnar at least has a heart. Like, Drew, you pissed Drew off. I'll Claymore kick your head off, then. That's how that works. Lesnar might just break an arm. Lesnar likes seeing you, like, in an awake, not vegetative state. He likes that. Oh, armbar. Uh-oh. Hey. There we go. Gotta use that power, Lesnar. Gotta use that power. Break out of it. There it is. There it is. You know, it's funny how this turned from a WrestleMania rematch where me and Lesnar weren't on good terms at all, but now I got like the Super League. You know, like Cena and Rey Mysterio, the fan favorite for the kids forever, coming after me. For what reason? They're making me out to be the bad guy. I wish Drew was the bad guy they make him out to be. It's ridiculous. Been a pretty fair champion. I mean, Drew won a Royal Rumble. Sorry, I'm taking credit for my clients. Drew won a Royal Rumble to win that title. He beat 29 other people. It's just how it is. I get it. Big shot, Brock Lesnar. Getting closer. I mean, look at the health here. Isn't it great? Hit him, Lesnar. Take him. Oh, I was gonna say take him to Suplex City, but Powerbomb City is just as good, and it's just a stone's throw away. 3 power bombs in a row. It's done. It's cool. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. It's over. He shouldn't have even tried. Brock Lesnar gets a title match of his choosing at some point in the future. Well, there goes Robin. We'll deal with Batman next week. Cena. We're coming for you. Hey, and Lesnar, you know, just tattoo advice. Had you gone to the right tattoo artist, you know, maybe that tattoo on the front of your chest would have looked a little bit more like the Claymore instead of whatever the hell that phallic-looking piece of shit is. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you if you're on YouTube for enjoying the show tonight. Next week on Monday Night Raw, we will be seeing John Cena versus the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre, the My Time TMode champion, my guy, Drew McIntyre. It's going to be a great main event match. It's the go-home show of Raw going into Extreme Rules Horror Show, so don't miss it. On Wednesday, we are going to be seeing the Intercontinental Gold Edition. Swampfather is the Intercontinental title holder. He'll be defending in TMode. And I'm going to have to go back and see if we booked anything on the NXT terms. I don't think we did. So we might have some room for a couple of other behind-the-scenes pre-show matches. So don't forget to come here to Twitch Wednesday night, right around 10:15 Mountain Standard Time. That's about 12:15 Eastern Time. And then you can watch all that fun stuff live. We will be here on Wednesday. We'll be talking about Raw a little bit. We'll probably talk about NXT and AEW. We have Night 2 of Fyter Fest happening, as well as Adam Cole versus Keith Lee, I want to say. It's going to be a big night of wrestling on Wednesday. I hope you do indeed join us. YouTube,